Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I will talk about the newest release of the Fedora 36. And in this video, I will share to you from the beginning, which means that I will share to you from the how to install the Fedora 36 workstation, and then continue to the review of the Fedora 36 workstation. Why I choose to review the Fedora 36 workstation, not the other spin, because Fedora 36 workstation is the default Fedora release, and for me it's more stable than the other spin. Okay, in this video I will use boxes and I will install the Fedora 36 workstation in boxes, start from the beginning. Okay everyone, let's continue. I will open my boxes. I will add the Fedora 36 ISO image. And then I will set the memory to 4 GB and the size of the hard drive will be 30. Yeah, okay. Create. Okay, the booting process is finished. And now we are in the Fedora 36 workstation, the live mode. And it is offering us whether we try the Fedora or install to the hard drive. Because I don't want to try in the live mode, I will click install to hard drive. I will choose English for the language and click continue. The installation option is simple. We just need to set the time and date, and then after that we need to set the installation destination. I will choose custom, and then I will click this link. So the default format partition in the Fedora 36 is BTRFS, and then click done, accept the changes, and then after that click the begin installation button. Actually right now I'm running the Fedora 35 workstation as my host operating system, and in this video maybe I will switch often from the VM to my host operating system for comparing the differences of the Fedora 36 and Fedora 35. So if you see the background like this, If you see background like this, it will be my host operating system. And if you do not see the background like this, it means that we are in the VM, because when I click this button for maximize the window, we will not recognize without differentiate the wallpaper, because this installation will take a long time. So I will jump to the end of the installation. Okay everyone, the installation is finished. Click this button, the finish installation button. So we need to restart the VM so we can boot to the VM's drive. The first thing to do is we need to do some settings. Click the start setup, and then I will disable the location services and turn on the automatic problem reporting, and then next, and then the third-party repositories, just leave it like this, and then next. I don't want to setting the online account, just click the skip button, and then we need to create a username, and set the username's password. All done, and we can start to use the Fedora. So this is the greetings from the GNOME 42. I will click the take tour button because I want to see is there any update in GNOME 42. Click the arrow, and the first news is press the super key to see open window and apps, because I'm using the boxes. It is impossible to use this feature because if I click the super key, it will go to the host menu like this. And then just type search, type in the overview to search. Maybe it's located in here, type to search, and then keep on top with workspaces, easily organize windows with the workspaces view, maybe like this. If you want to open an apps, for example this calculator in the workspace number 2, you can just click and drag to the workspace number 2, and it will open in the workspace number 2. And then up or down for the overview, because I'm using a desktop PC, so I don't have the touchpad, so I cannot use this feature and this feature too. That's it. And then we can start to use the Fedora 36 workstation. Let's try the Fedora 36 workstation. Okay, I will go to my host operating system, and this is the announcement from the Fedora magazine. In here we can read what's new in the Fedora 36. There are desktop improvements, and then sysadmin improvements, and the other updates. Since I'm not a sysadmin and I'm just an ordinary Linux user, so I will review in the desktop improvements site. In here, in desktop improvement site, there's GNOME 42, and we can click here, and we will go to the GNOME release notes. What's new in GNOME 42? There are dark style preference, and then new screenshot experience, and upgraded apps, and new default apps. We will check it later. Okay, we will try one by one. Maybe I hope this video will not take long time, because I'm afraid that you will get bored because my long duration video, so I will do fast preview. Start from the dark preference. Let's go to the VM and go to the settings. There's appearance setting. In here, there are two styles, light and dark, and we can see in the background part, the background has two different color in the left side and right side. We will try this one. So this is the light style, and if I click the dark style, the background will change to the picture on the right side. And how if I use this background, there's no left side or right side? Is there any difference? So if the background has no left side or right side, there will be no difference when we click the light or dark. So if we click the dark style, it will change the window too. Okay, let's compare with the Fedora 35. I don't think that there's appearance setting in the Fedora 35. I will go to the host and I will click setting. You can see here, there's no appearance setting, only background. So the style, dark and light style, is the newest update in Fedora 36 with GNOME 42. Let's go back to the VM, and then after dark style preference, screenshot experience. Let's try. If I go here and I run the screenshot, it will be like this in Fedora 35. We can screenshot all of the screen like this, or only a particular window. I will try. Okay. And selection, we can select, oops, sorry, take screenshot, select like this. Okay, so what's new in Fedora 36? I will change the style to light. Screen shot. Okay, so this is the new screenshot in the Fedora 36. We can do the selection. I will try to select this. And then what is this? Okay, so I think beside the screenshot, we can capture, it's like we can record our screen. I will try later. I will try this show pointer. What is this? Okay, so there's a pointer here. I will click screenshot captured, show in file. So this is the screenshot, the output of the screenshot. I will try again. It's interesting. I will try to window. Okay, we can choose which window that we want to capture. Screen. Okay, we can see here there's a white line in our screen. I will try selection, and then I will try the record. Let's try. Click. So we can see that the area of the screen recording is still in white color, not in black color. I mean, it's brighter than the screen outside this box. You can see that it's different in here and in here. Okay, so how I stop this recording? You can see here, right? This box and outer the box. Okay, I will stop this recording. Maybe this is the button for stopping the recording. Okay. The format is .webm. Can we play this? Okay, I can play this file without installing something like VLC. Yeah, it's very good if you want to capture a screen for your website. This recording has no sound, so you need to think about that if you want to make something like tutorial video. I think it's not the right choice. You need something like OBS. Okay, let's continue to another update. And then upgraded apps. And for the upgraded apps, you can read here what it is all about. And we will continue to the new default apps. GNOME's default apps is the set of blah 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 blah. You can read by yourself in here. The GNOME 42 has changed the default text editor from the gedit to something called GNOME text editor. And then the terminal is changed to something called console. It's different with the KDE version. In KDE use K, and in GNOME version use C, not K. We will try it. This is the newest default text editor, so there's no gedit anymore. And in here we can change the style, light or dark. I'm curious about how if I change the style from here. Is the style setting in here in the appearance setting will affect the GNOME text editor? I think this setting will adapt the style settings in the appearance settings. Let's try the dark. Okay, you can see here if I change the style to dark in appearance settings, the GNOME text editor will follow the setting. But if I change to this, the GNOME text editor will not follow the settings in appearance. It's very interesting. It's cool. Okay, let's go to the host again and see what's new in GNOME 42. So performance improvements, blah blah blah. I will skip this. And RDP support, I will skip too because I'm not in the network that I can do the remote desktop. Maybe in the other video I will make this remote desktop setting in Fedora. Before we go to the VM, we will go to the setting in Fedora 35. Actually, I never try about the RDP, but as long as I know, start from Fedora 34 or 35, there's an app called Connections. I don't know, I never try these apps, this application, but I think it's for doing the remote desktop. In the Fedora 35, there's a setting called sharing, and we can start the sharing by enabling the sharing option in here. We just enable it, but I never try the setting. And in Fedora 36, let's try. There's a sharing too, and the menu still the same with the Fedora 35. And the difference is there's remote desktop option in here, and in Fedora 35 there's no remote desktop option in here, only screen sharing. And this remote login only share the SSH remote login. Okay, so the difference is the remote desktop setting in here. I will try it later, maybe in another video. Okay, so let's see the other update. Okay, you can read this by yourself. I think that's all from the GNOME 42 that I can bring to you. You can try yourself. And the last, maybe this is the last review from me. It's about the terminal. So in the GNOME 42 release note, it says that the new terminal app, the default terminal app will be console. But in the Fedora 36, there's no console, still the old GNOME terminal. But actually we can install it from here. And I want to install it now. And I want to see what is the difference between the old GNOME terminal and the console. I cannot see the GNOME console here, the new GNOME console. Okay, I will try another keyword. Yes, I found something here, GNOME console. I will install it. The installation is finished. Let's try console. So from the header, we can see that there's a different. This is the new tab button, and in GNOME terminal, this is the new tab button in here. But it doesn't matter. I will go to the setting. In here, we can have some settings that we can do, and in the GNOME console, I don't think I have some settings that I can do like in the old GNOME terminal. For example, in here I can wait. For example, in here I have the preferences option, the preferences setting, so I can add a new profile here, and then I set the text, color, scrolling, comment, etc. But in here, I don't think I can do the same thing like in the GNOME terminal. I cannot add a profile that I can use. Maybe this is the difference between the old GNOME terminal and GNOME console. And in old GNOME terminal, we cannot change the style. I mean like the light and dark style. So when I change the appearance from here, let's try. It changed to dark, and if I change the style to light, the old GNOME terminal will not change. Okay, and then let's go to the menu. What kinds of application that bundled in the Fedora 36 workstation? We can see here there's Office, and then text editor, then everything that we can use for daily use, and the utilities. We have this usage analyzer. You can check it by yourself later. I forgot to check the resource usage. Let's try. Memory and swap. So the default memory when the condition is idle. Wait, I will close this. The memory usage when in the idle condition is 1.8 gigabyte. It's quite big for me. How if I check it from the edge top? In edge top, we can see here the memory usage is 1.3 gigabyte. almost 1.4 gigabyte. So it's different in here in the system monitor from GNOME and the system monitor in HTOP. So in here you can read that the Fedora workstation is focused on the desktop and users who want a JustWorks Linux operating system experience. That's why I choose the Fedora workstation, not the other spin, because in my opinion, Fedora workstation is the most stable release of Fedora. Okay everyone, I think this is the end of my video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.